White City by DK Tec Creators. Part 6, Bag 6. Hello and welcome to Square Ghost on this part 6 of DK Tec's White City. Yes, a Lord of the Rings build. And there you are, there is the finished product of part 6. And as you can see, you'll see later with the build videos after this section, building up there, and then you've got that lovely middle section. Now we've gone up again, as you can see, and I've not done the rotunda for a reason. I don't really want to take it up off the bench. There's a slight bend there, can you see it? Again, I explained that in the video, but it's okay, it's up, and we'll see where it takes us after. And as you can see, we're going to show you now the insides. Yeah, it's quite good. We have a light brick, I'll pop that on in a minute, and then we built up these rocky sides here and here, which were nice little builds actually, and they fitted on okay. Again, for the people with eagle eyes, can you see that little gap there? That should be down to the stud. It doesn't go. I believe it is something to do with it not seating exactly right down here, but as far as I can tell, as you can see yourselves, it's okay. So I don't know if it's a design flaw, I don't know if it's me, but I don't think it will affect the build. So what we're going to do now is try and get that light brick on and see what it looks like. Wow. Does that not look good, or does that not look good? Or am I just being silly? No, I don't think I am. I think that, look at that blue haze there in the building. Sorry for the bright light, that's the bright light itself. If we look in that closer, oh my word, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. DK have done a cracking job here. Whoever the designer is, again, it looks absolutely, I'm really impressed with that, with the light on. And as I said earlier, it's been a nice build. Little bits need tweaking maybe, you would say, but other than that, no problems at all. So right, we'll leave it to it now. You can see how we got to where we got this finished product. And here we go. So we've started off with this little piece that we've made up on the front plate. As you can see, some lovely decorative building, all 1x1s, 1x1 with a little round thing, 1x1 with the stutters down that usually a claw would click to, but they've just used it for decoration. Absolutely lovely. We've got like the sort of seat pieces, as I call it, in the sides. Look at that. We've got the arch. That's also on a couple of 1x1s, and then the top there. Then you've got your decoration, as you can see there. You've got your white grills, 2, or I should say 4 little single round one brick strut there in. Absolutely amazing. And we're now going to start to do, I think, some inner building work. So without further ado, let's continue with that. So we've just built up our first piece of rock, and you can see it's the big piece there, and then we've added other little pieces. You can just about see there, we've got one of those hinged bricks there that we put together with the 2 hinges ready. Nice big slope added there, if you can see, with a little cheese on top. And we've got the elongated slope there. If I just turn it around, you can basically see the structure a little bit better. There's your big rock type of brick. Some people don't like them. There's your little hinges, as I say, one on the top, space over 1x2 in the middle, and then another one at the bottom. If I come down here, it's going right there, and we'll just sit along that part, I think, and then we'll see what comes next. Another tricky little bit of building here, and I thought I would mention it. As I say, you just build the siding, which is good, then you build up this little side section here, and it basically fits on, as you can see, and then it fits on down the bottom. You can't really see the connecting piece underneath, but there's a little sloping inverted slope the other side that it fits onto. Now, I couldn't quite get it to fit. In fact, this piece here where I'm pointing to now, the little box, it was stopping this piece from sitting. So in the end, I basically took the box off, seated the piece, went in, held it, everything's clicked in nicely, and then put the little seat part back on again. I also knocked in the process the little tree design, but it's back on now. It's okay, everything's fine. So you just might, when you do that, when you have to seat it, you might just have to take a little part off, put your part on, then put the little part back on top. Not really hard, just a little bit of brain power. Yep. So as you can see, I hope we've just made up a lovely another rock piece with the slight arch. So it's sort of the mirror image to this, but it's not the mirror image, but the same sort of style. That's gonna go here somewhere. Lovely little build. Look at the plating, look at the decoration. Same for the other side. Them funny sort of slopes, looking pretty good if you look. Well, one of those blue stalactite things that'll be hanging down. And there's the arch. Nice building techniques, nice and solid, nothing falling off, touch wood. If you touch, well, if you really tap that, little stalactite does come off, but other than that, absolutely ace. So let's get this connected now and see what comes next to this part. I'm back again very quickly just to say, there you can see it's mounted and it's on, and it surprised me how easily it just went straight on, no problem. I thought we might have a little bit of problems with the decoration on the front. Didn't think whether it would line up where I'm just saying there, where it fits on the arch. Absolutely not. Absolutely fine. So well chuffed with that. So let's continue on with the build. Now it's on. So there you go, we've built up another little city part. I think it's some sort of tower. For the eagle-eyed, we have a light brick, which I will put on once installed. And as you can see, everything is looking pretty good. I've got to be honest, that maybe need pushing down a bit there. It's amazing what you find when you're doing these little videos, and like I say, that wasn't pushed down, and the one brick side down wasn't pushed down. It's all done now. But like as you can see, there's little bits of technique. It's interesting. We've got our little green winds of fire blowing there, you know, it'll be like that. And then we go around. I will just tip up and just show you the actual shape of it and the light brick. So obviously it's going somewhere in there. We will put that section in and then some up. And there you have it. It's all in, it's all connected, as you can see. There's your little light brick as well. I'm going to come over and I'm going to show you a little bit of something else. It connects by those two studs there onto a 1x2 underneath, and I had a little bit of problems pushing down. I don't even know if it's connected properly now, whether it's because of the angle or what, I don't know. I don't think it matters as such, because we're there, it's in, it's connected at the back, so not too worried about it, but I thought I would point it out for anybody who is going to build it themselves later. But like I say, it's done, it's brilliant, and it's okay. Follow the instructions and you're not going to have any problems. Well, I haven't. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed these little videos as we've gone together. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, hit that like button for me. And if you want to follow on next time to part 7 of DK Tec's White City, yes, a Lord of the Rings build, then all you've got to do is click on that subscribe button, if you haven't done so already, of course. A normal spiel again, as I say, anybody who's watching this, as I say to any of my other videos, thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time on this continuing build. With that, you know the score, you know the drill. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side.